What would you do if you run completely out of cash? What would you do if you want to cut a dash? Polish up the shoes, throw on something fine. We don't talk about diesels, we're living in style this time. Cruising down the boulevard, wheels gleam in the night. Beige leather interior, looking chic alright. Money's a little tight, but I'm still making moves. Fake it like a pro, no budget reviews. Blues, what do you mean I'm not getting paid for this?
Oh, viewers. Oh. Oh. Yes. It has a beige leather interior with wood. I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers. Oh, yes. That's what we like, viewers. That's better, isn't it? A bit of luxury for not much money. So this is what I think they call a Mark 1.5. Because the Mark II has round fog lamps, so it's got sort of elements of the early cars and the late cars, this one. I think in 2004 they sort of changed them all to be a bit different. This is a late 2003 car, so it's sort of in between the early and late cars. It's actually in quite good condition. Mileage is about 106,000. It has had the sills and floor done, which are the main problem areas on the bodywork. I've never been too keen on the styling of this. It's not as stylish, I don't think, as a Rover 75. I don't think it is. They were launched at the same time at the 1998 British Motor Show, or what it was called at the time. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's a distinctive car. I can't believe how cheap these are, to be honest. This car was about £1,800 of an MOT, and it had lots and lots of work done to it over a long period of time. It actually was up at Barron's Classic Car Auctions. Michael, who's the chairman of the Test Rally Motor Enthusiasts, who owned the Ford Cortina that I filmed on this exact spot in October 2023, he has since changed that for this, and he got it through Barron's. I actually saw it before he did, and my video, for whatever reason, convinced him to buy it. So we'll pop the boot if we can. There we go. Woo! The only problem is about this car is like the size of it. It's a big old car, and it is based on a Lincoln. It's Lincoln LS, actually, they are based on, and the Ford Thunderbird the platform is. But the boot's only 400 litres, not very big, which is a bit of a shame. Have to sort of fiddle around a lot to get to the spare. Can we do this with one hand? Yes. Oh, wow. Previous owner is probably very careful. Look at all these extra spare bowls and stuff that's in here. Take into consideration while my guitar gently weeps. Excellent. Elvis. Good. We've got some compilations here. Disco Greats. 20 number ones. And more Disco Greats. Excellent. Warning triangle, of course, and some extra mats, you know, 'cause why not? Be careful we don't lock the keys in the boot. Interesting colour. I mean, I would have gone for maybe like a dark green or a dark blue, but, you know, never mind. This is just what was available at the time. The SE model this is nicely equipped. Let's have a look inside, shall we? One thing I will point out, and you've probably already seen this, those of you who are into the older Fords. If we do that, do you recognise that? I think that's off like a Mark 4 Escort, isn't it? So you've got to put that in there, like a peasant. Never mind. Right, let's just get in carefully. They recognise these switches, don't they? I mean, to be honest, it's not too bad. At the time, Aston Martin were putting switches like this into a DB7, so who cares? So we've got the later dash in here. An earlier dash had a different handbrake and things. The centre console, I think, was different as well. Certainly on the 2000 car I drove in 2022, it had this really rubbish, kind of useless sat-nav. Who's Mr. Clear? Who's that? Anyway, so we've got heated seats, we've got dual zone climate control, we've got the latest 6-speed gearbox in here. The earlier 5-speed automatic gearbox is not one I recommend. It's a Ford's own motorcraft gearbox, and do not buy an S-Type with the earlier 5-speed auto. If you are going to buy one, buy the manual one or the 6-speed auto. This is a 6-speed, so we're absolutely fine. Anyway, we'll continue here. We've got automatic lights, automatic wipers. We have cruise control. We've got the instrument dials that are sort of painted green. Not painted, but they are coloured green at the back with white text. I mean, we've got slabs of wood on the dashboard. It's all going very well, viewers. We've got some cup holders because this car was popular in America. We've got a little thing here for 12-volt socket is down there. You can sort of put this forward, I think, as well, if you want to. You can slide it back and forth if you don't want the cup holders for whatever reason. We've got, strangely not, a tape deck in here. We've actually got a single-shot CD player, which is fine. Traction control is down there. We keep it on today. And, yeah, that's actually the heated front screen, because this is obviously the Ford era Jaguar, and so they were able to license that to other people in the Pro Automotive group. That just doesn't move. It looks like it will press in. It doesn't. It's just a big slab of wood. Do we have space for our secret mission documents, viewers? Yes, we do. It's getting better and better. There's an ashtray here. Yes, it is, and it's a really horrible, flimsy one. That's a bit of a disappointment, viewers. I was expecting better than that from a Jaguar. Never mind. Let's take those mission documents out and try to put them in the door. Not the biggest pockets I've ever seen. I mean, it's not going to fall out or anything, but not so good. Seats are very nice and electrically adjusted too. We actually got a facility on here to change the dashboard from miles to kilometers, and there's AB trips and things like that. And if you press this, then you can adjust the instrument dimming, and that's a headlight leveling switch. And there's the remote release for the boot if you don't want to use the key, and that's for the fuel flap, which is nice. I mean, it's very nice in here, isn't it? I can't believe how cheap these are, viewers. I've probably said it already, but I can't believe it. Sunglasses compartment in here that's got something funny in it. Yeah. And then high adjustable seat belts. This car had one owner, I think, for about 19 years. It's a 2003, this one, so he's the second owner. Had it 19 years, and what I understand, he only sold it because he couldn't get in and out of it anymore. And he spent quite a lot of money on the sills and things before he sold it to Michael, who's now enjoying some beige leather luxury with wood. Excellent. Right, let's have a look at the bonnet, shall we? So here we are. It's a 3-litre V6 generating, in this case, about 240 horsepower. It is a chain-driven engine, unlike what I said in 2022 when I drove the last S-Type. It's a chain engine. Now, it is related to the engine that was used in the Mark III Mondeo at the time, but I think the cylinder heads on this are actually unique, so it's not exactly the same as one of those at all. No wrong with it. I mean, I think actually, like, you can put these two together and make a V12. I think that's what Aston Martin kind of did. So there's the servo. Looks a little bit complicated to work on in some respects. A V8 would be probably even worse. I mean, yeah, it's a nice engine, actually, isn't it? I think, if I understand it, I've asked Mr. Coleman, who is Jaguar sort of expert. His father actually worked on the development of the X and S-Type, what these are actually like. And yeah, they do have quite a few issues. You've got to buy one of these very carefully. Fortunately, when Michael had the MOT done on this quite recently, it highlighted very few problems. And this car has been very well looked after, particularly when working on things like the sills and the floor and things like that. They also rust on the rear arches. You can have electronic problems. I think the water pump is an issue as well, and etc, etc. So if you want to buy one of these, and bear in mind there are lots of tatty ones out there, you really want to probably maybe get one from a specialist or get someone who knows what they're doing to look at it. Otherwise it's just going to cost a lot of money unnecessarily. This one though, it's fantastic. Anyway, let's go out for a drive, shall we, viewers?
Oh viewers, here we are in an absolute world of luxury. Slabs of wood, beige leather interior and a J-Gate 6-speed automatic gearbox. Does life get any better? So the engine's available in S-Type, where a 2.5 V6 with 201 horsepower, a 3 litre V6 like this one with 240 horsepower, and then first of all a 4 litre V8 with 281 horsepower, a 4.2 V8 with 300 horsepower, and then right at the top we have the crazy S-Type R with 400 horsepower. There are also some diesels available, but as usual, due to controversial government legislation and all kinds of other reasons, we don't talk about diesels on this channel. We do talk about is comfort and luxury, because this Jaguar S-Type has it in spades. Extremely comfortable, all the features you could possibly hope for in about 2003. We have automatic lights, automatic wipers, cruise control, dual zone climate control. We've got reversing sensors on this. We've got electric seats, and they're heated. Oh viewers, driving around in this, festooned with all the toys, clad in beige leather. Oh viewers, I can't believe these cars are so cheap. Actually, I can believe these cars are so cheap, because they do have one or two issues. Yeah, I mean, the ride and handling, it's a very soft car. You can see this is aimed at Jaguar's traditional market in terms of the way that it drives. You're nice and comfortable, not the sportiest drive ever, unless you're driving an S-Type R, of course, but the sort of person who was buying one of these brand new back in 2003 would not have cared that it doesn't handle like an F-Type. They wouldn't have cared, particularly as the F-Type didn't even exist at the time. Whereas we're just sort of cruising along without a care in the world, with our lovely comfy seats and, you know, this 3 litre V6 making lovely sonorous noises as it drinks fuel. Obviously, if you're in a 4.2 V8, it drinks even more fuel. Never mind. We don't worry about such things, do we, viewers? Or the rust on the cells, or the electronic issues, or the water pump, or anything like that. We drive around in our wonderful, good value, beige leather interior Jaguar S-Type without a care in the world. Surprisingly, for a car that was built for about 8 years, there's actually a lot of trim levels to this. Now, the previous one I drove was a 3 litre V6 with no trim level, but you can also get an S, a Luxury, a Plus, an S Plus, an SE like this one, SE Plus, a Spirit, a Sport 200. Is that the least powerful version? Because that's the 2.5. The Sport Plus, the XS, and of course the crazy 400 horsepower R. So viewers, should you consider a Jaguar S-Type for your hard-earned budget of up to £1,000? Probably not. I wouldn't buy a sub-£1,000 S-Type, because you're probably buying at least £2,000 to £3,000 worth of work. I would spend about £2,000 and get yourself a nice one like this car, and then check very carefully for things like rust and electronics and all the other things that can go wrong on these, and enjoy yourself in leather lined wood improved luxury. Anyway, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Thank you to Michael for lending me his pride and joy. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment below, and we shall see you again very soon for some more inexpensive
but luxurious motoring.